And alas, make no mistake about it, in the marketplace at large, we are viewed as a precious cult. Laughingly disorderly. A confused organization that neither articulates its uniqueness effectively to the public, nor offers a timely, effective, and coherent training, nor adequately supports its graduates in establishing robust practices out in the field. These are not competitive attributes, but this is how we are viewed in the marketplace at large. And this is how we are viewed by many of our students, which is why they don't go on to level 3. We have operated in a preservation mode, not a growth mode. The spiritual dimensions, of which I take very seriously, of Milton's work, have been reduced too often to a provincial preciousness that seeks to guard a holy flame instead of a fire that would catch the world's interest. We are a shrine to a dead man. This is not what he had in mind. We have sought to preserve a purity of practice. Well, let me give you what am I trying? Milton was not pure. Milton did it all. He was a dancer. He was an acrobat. He studied psychology. He studied chiropractic. All this went into his computer. And what we have learned to call pure Traeger is in fact the conflation of a lifetime of varied experience and experimentation. For God's sake, our bylaws tell us we can't even put anything else on our business card if we put Traeger on our business card. What is this about? This in a marketplace where increasingly people have cross-trained, have many modalities, are established professionals. And we take them through our training, certify them, and say, oh, you can't put all of those other things you know how to do on your business card. This is infantilizing. This is not how to approach professionals and make them enthusiastic about taking our work into their broader practice. Oh boy, here's another one that has forever and continually boggled me. According to our hallowed bylaws, we are forbidden to use the word therapy in describing our work. This in relation to a work that was developed by a doctor, for heaven's sake. A man who practiced therapy all of his profession. What do we imagine Dr. Traeger was doing if it wasn't therapy? What do you imagine you're doing if it's not therapy? If we mean by therapy, getting better. What in the world is this kind of language restriction about? And this in a marketplace whose practitioners advertise themselves as therapists, who are sought out as therapists, who understand the word therapy and know they desperately need it, therapy. This is crazy. We need therapy. Thank you. Thank you. Every school I teach in, Maui School of Massage Therapy, Pittsburgh School of Therapeutic Massage, On and on and on and on. This term is industry-wide. And the legal fear of that word is a myth. Nobody's getting sued, and yet we take it in stride and go for it. I do not get it. So this is where we've gotten to, in spite of goodwill, in spite of honest efforts, in spite of well-meaning people trying to do the best job they know how by their best lights. But can anybody in this room disagree that something needs serious rethinking and reorganizing here? Can I get a witness? And it's not that genuinely good ideas have not been proposed. Again and again, it is our committee structure where good ideas go to die a slow death. Yes. We'll get back to you, and your proposal is being processed. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Coroner stamp and epitaph. We need Lazarus. Even when these good ideas have seemed to be no-brainers, an integral part of Milton's work for his entire career was reflex response, which is not just lulling muscles to a state of relaxation, but bouncing muscles back into active engagement. We have been lulling and lulling and lulling and lulling and lulling and lulling and lulling. Finally, not all that long ago, in the time of the history of our institute, reflex response was proposed as a novel idea to put into the curriculum. Wow. It only took about 5 years for that to actually happen. Wow. Or another fantastic idea. Why don't we get our trainings in the massage schools, where they have the building, where they have the student body, where they have the mailing list, where they have an established thing going, that we don't have to reinvent the wheel on every sponsor's part, on every class's part, where we have a place to go to have a sustained 500-hour effective training program. This was Milton and Betty's idea in the first place. Their vision was, there are hundreds of massage schools out there. Let's use them. This seems the simplest way to market and launch. Yes?